So, this is a thing. All Penn State theme team. Now, when I was first starting to create this, I got really excited because I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many great players from Penn State in Madden. And then it kind of fell off a cliff. So let's talk about it. The only two quarterbacks from Penn State, period, in the NFL right now are going to be Trace McSorley, who I could not find a card in Madden for, and Sean Clifford, who actually was the most recent draft picks of the Green Bay Packers this last year. Saquon Barkley, Miles Sanders, and Franco Harris at the running back position. Three really good running backs. You have Allen Robinson, Jahan Dotson, Chris Godwin, and KJ Hamler. You also have Jason Cabdina. Also, there are better versions of, I don't think Robinson, but there's a better version of Chris Godwin. Also a better version of Saquon Barkley, actually a brand new one. And there's also a better version of Miles Sanders. So I didn't have the maxed out versions, but this is the best of the best when it comes to player-wise of this offense. We have Mike Gesicki, Pat Fryermuth, and Brenton Strange. And then there's no right tackle. Like, there is a right guard, a center, a left guard, and a left tackle. But there is no right tackle from, from Penn State currently in the NFL. Looking at defense, we have free safety, which is Jair Brown. Now, there is another free safety or strong safety, one of the two, that you could get, and that is Marcus Allen. He actually plays for Pittsburgh, but he was not on the auction house, so I could not pick him up. Nick Scott is the other safety. He's down here at cornerback number 2. Again, he's another player. Brisker is over here. Jaquan Brisker. Let me think. Is there anybody else? No. No, wait, actually, never mind. Adrian Amos. But there's no Adrian Amos on the auction house. So Adrian Amos is the other guy that could potentially be in here too. But other than that, the safety position is fully maxed out. Which, again, like I said, it's why whenever I say about theme teams, especially college theme teams, some of them, just combine them together. Others, just stay away from it. Just stay away from it because some college teams really don't have that, produce that many players currently in the NFL. For the cornerback position, we got Joey Porter Jr., who is an absolute stud. And we also have Ami, last name, Mr. Last Name. But other than that, again, there is nobody else. There is a guy named Tariq Castro Fields, who is currently on the Washington Commanders. He's not currently on the auction house, so that is a player that technically is a cornerback in the league who is on, who is technically an ultimate team. Not on the auction house, so that is another corner. Now, for a linebacking core, we have no second middle linebacker. Cameron Brown is actually a player who is a linebacker for the Giants. Let me see if he's on the auction house, because I don't think he was earlier, but maybe we can get a second linebacker spot figured out. So, his name is Cameron Brown. Alright, Cam. Again, like I said, some of these players, I have to, do this. It takes a little bit while to create these theme teams, because throughout the day, I have to get on and see if certain players get listed, what players get listed, what players don't get listed, and he is not on the auction house. So, Cameron Brown is the other middle linebacker I could technically put in there if he was, again, on the auction house, which he is not. Jesse Luketa is another guy that could technically be a linebacker for here. He plays for Arizona. Currently, he's on a 2-year contract. But, yeah, other than that, this is the best linebacking core possible. And then defensive line, I have 2 linebackers at the defensive line position because they have, how many of this? 1, 2, 3. 3 defensive ends in football from Penn State. It's actually this guy right here. It's Arnold, this guy right here, and then it's Tony, who is currently in Madden, sadly. And then, so those are the 3 guys. D-tackle-wise, we have PJ Mustapher. He's currently not in Madden, so that's kind of sucks. Kevin Gates, which is right here, and Austin Johnson, which is right here. They also have Daquan Jones, but again, like I said, was not in the auction house. So that's a lot of it, just also fighting, trying to find some of these gold cards that are low overall and not really cards people go for on the auction house. Sometimes just not posted on the auction house. So overall wise, again, if you're going to go with theme team for college, unless you are really a big Penn State fan, you just love Penn State, I probably recommend going with something like Alabama, Ohio State. I have them all on the channel, the theme teams. You want to check them out. But I probably would not go with this theme team. This is the theme team I'd probably stay 100 feet away and not even look back on it, personally speaking. But tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one.